Guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Layla and thank you for watching. Welcome to Conceited Customs. So, you already read the title, The Reality of Being an Independent Artist, or just an artist in general. So this is basically pros and cons of what I feel like would be basically the pros and cons of being an artist. You know, there's a lot of them, but I'm only just saying a few that I experienced. I know you guys might see a glare in my glasses, but I can't control that. I honestly can't, so it'll be alright. So a pro is the fact that you can make your own hours. This probably may go in the cons. I don't know. You guys can take it as cons, take it as pro, you take it as good, bad, I don't know. I feel like it's bittersweet because at the same time, even though you can make your own hours, take breaks whenever you want to, and set the date, when you want to open up shop and stuff like that. And that's cool, you know what I mean? But when it comes to the fact that sometimes it takes hours and you end up doing it from day to night, like a couple paintings from day to night, that is definitely something that should be thrown in the cons area. But you know, it's cool. I feel like it's a pro in general though, for the most part. So yeah, another pro is that a lot of people do enjoy art, and a lot of people do enjoy seeing art itself. I feel like the amount of people that actually enjoy and appreciate art is actually way more than people that belittle it. And you know, people do appreciate art. People do enjoy seeing art, you know what I mean? So put your art out there, definitely. To piggyback off of that, this is another pro. The art industry is very broad and you can be successful in the art industry. I really feel like that is very true. I know this one artist. I love her art, love her work. Her hustle is amazing. I just see what she does and it's just like, you could tell her passion is definitely in her art, you know? On top of that, she's making money, you know what I mean? She's doing something that she loves and she makes money off of it. So at the end of the day, it's like there is opportunities and there is the ability for you to have a life and a career in making art. So now we're gonna get into the cons of being an artist, the reality of artist life. Mind you, these cons shouldn't negatively affect you in terms of like, if you're a beginner artist, if you want to start and you're watching this video to see like what are the things that artists go through, this should not dim your light into your creative passion. I cannot talk today. Now, the first one I'm gonna say is not necessarily a negative thing or something of a negative connotation to it. I'm gonna explain why I put it in cons. So the first con is the fact that being an artist can be emotional. For a lot of artists, I personally believe a lot of artists, especially beginning artists starting out, I feel like it can be overwhelming and definitely you feel doubtful because you see people making it out there and you feel like your art is not necessarily gonna get anywhere, you know? And especially in the beginning, you feel like that. You may compare your stuff and all that stuff, and a lot of artists definitely have experienced that minor defeat, you know, or feeling that they can't get it going in terms of the art, in terms of being in the art industry. And it's tough because definitely when I was starting out, gosh, man, is my art really worth it? Do I have that in me? You know what I mean? So it's just like, it's tough, but at the same time, it's like, this is the reality for a lot of artists, you know what I mean? The next con, oh my gosh, the next con is definitely something that I feel like a lot of beginning artists start out and do, and that is underpricing. That phase of underpricing and not knowing your prices, not knowing how to price. I feel like it could be because of the confidence part. So I remember one time, my very first commission, well, it wasn't my first commission, but it was a commission that I had done for someone that lived in New York. And it was my first commission outside of my family and outside of my friends. And I charged them less than $50 for a 16 by 20, yeah, it was a 16 by 20 canvas. I charged them less than $50. I don't live in New York. I live way away from New York. So it's just like, when I got to the post office, me and my dad went to the post office, and when the lady rang us up for the total, bro, it was $80 for, well, it was $80 because I had chose priority shipping. It was $60 if I did ground 7-day shipping, and we went with that one. You know, thankfully my dad was there so that he can help me pay for it because I was still starting out. I didn't really have that, you know what I mean? So it was definitely a learning process, and if I had went there by myself, I would have probably just have not taken that. So yeah, please make sure your art prices are sufficient. Do not end up like me in the beginning. Do not make those same mistakes that I made. Another con is that this one is different. It's something based on how people perceive artists, and it's basically the thought that some people or that you can't make it in the art industry, or that it's not gonna go far for you. You know what I mean? Some people have been programmed to really think that. I just refuse to believe it, and I hope that there are so many more artists that also refuse to believe that. I remember when I was in high school, and it was my senior year, and I remember, you know, how sometimes the counselors would come in the classroom and ask us like, oh, what are you guys doing when you get out of high school? And they probably go, I don't know if this happened for everybody, but they go individually to a student and ask them what they had in mind for after high school. And they were asking them, but when they were asking other people, they were going thoroughly and like telling them, because we had like Chromebooks, we were telling them what you should do, how you sign up for colleges and all that stuff. And it was my turn, and I said I want to be a professional artist, and I want to be an artist, you know. And they said, oh, okay, and basically just went to the next person. And it's like, you know, what's so wrong about that? Like during that time, I was low-key like embarrassed and like confused, because I'm like, am I doing the right thing in my life? You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't really let it get to me. You know what I mean? Art is life. Come on now. And the last con, all of these are just quote-unquote cons. So and the last one is the fact that sometimes being an artist can be time consuming, especially artists that do things like canvas and paintbrush and canvas, people that use Procreate and design like that, especially the detailed art and stuff like that. If you're sculpting something to make it look a specific way, just anything of creativity though. I didn't even name all of them. There's the list goes on. It can be time consuming, and it's very, you know, it's definitely something that's like, it definitely takes time out of your day, and it's just like sometimes you be that one painting that just takes hours and hours. And you know, for some people that is okay. Like people like to take their time when it comes to it, and you know, obviously it's okay to take your time, but sometimes, like for me personally, sometimes I get impatient and I just like, oh my god, I want to finish this, I just want it done, you know. So it's just like, it can be time consuming, definitely, but it ends up being a real nice piece in the end. So yeah, those are some of the pros and cons of being an artist, I guess. Those are the ones that I have experienced and stuff. Once again, these are not the exact same experiences for all artists, but I guarantee you that these are not uncommon for other artists around the world. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give this video a conceited thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos with me. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to always keep them conceited.